Okay, not great news about this guy. He stands at D. Plus. This guy flashes some red flags that you really need to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's unlikely to move far in his career. He may talk with energy and excitement, but when it comes to putting in steady effort or facing tough tasks, he tends to back out quickly. His habits show more talk than action, and he struggles to stick with goals.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he is more likely to break down than bounce back. He gets upset easily, and small problems can make him lose his cool or want to give up. Sometimes he'll even act as if he doesn't care, but deep down, he just finds it hard to handle setbacks.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He is not the most well liked or respected person at work. He can be rude without meaning to, and often loses his temper over small things. When things don't go his way, he might snap or even stop talking to people.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do well in your career, he probably won't be very proud or supportive. Deep down, your success may make him feel uncomfortable or left behind. Instead of celebrating with you, he might act distant, make thoughtless comments, or simply ignore your achievements.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, there's a good chance he will feel insecure or even resentful if you earn more than him. Instead of feeling happy or proud, he might become withdrawn or make sarcastic remarks to bring you down. He could act like your success doesn't matter or avoid conversations about money and work altogether.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is not careful with money and often spends without thinking things through. He may buy things on impulse, chase after a moment's fun, and ignore plans or budgets. If there's cash in his pocket, it's likely to disappear quickly with little to show for it later.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is likely to pretend to be richer than he is. He might spend money on flashy things or outings just to look good in front of others, even when he can't truly afford it. There's a strong chance he ignores his financial limits and doesn't think about the long term effects.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't naturally open handed or truly kind with his resources or attitude. While he might spend money quickly, It's usually on himself or for some quick fun, not out of generosity. Don't expect him to go out of his way to care for you or others, either emotionally or financially.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He tends to be secretive about money and may even avoid talking about it altogether. If you ask him about his spending or savings, he might brush you off, give vague answers, or change the subject. He isn't the type to sit down and work out a plan with you.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is unlikely to see housework as something to be shared. More often, he will expect you to handle most or even all of it without offering real help. He doesn't notice or value the hard work it takes to keep a home running.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's much more likely to just supervise or do even less, leaving the real work to you. When there are chores or a crying baby, he might find excuses, step away, or act as if he doesn't notice what needs to be done. You'll probably find yourself carrying most of the load while he avoids getting his hands dirty.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is the type to argue more just to prove he's right, rather than truly trying to understand your side. When disagreements come up, he may quickly get defensive or even angry. He's not likely to listen carefully or show much empathy for your feelings or point of view.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he tends to say hurtful things or even act aggressive instead of staying respectful. He may raise his voice, use harsh words, or throw sharp comments that sting long after the fight is over. It's unlikely that he'll pause to think about your feelings in those moments.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry very quickly, often over small things that others might just shrug off. His quick temper can make you feel like you are always walking on eggshells, worried about what might set him off next. Living with someone who easily loses control can leave you stressed, scared, and unhappy.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He struggles to say sorry and rarely takes responsibility for his actions. When things go wrong, he's much more likely to blame you or make excuses rather than admit his mistakes. You might hear things like, "It's your fault," or "You made me do it," instead of a simple, sincere apology.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He does not handle boundaries well and may push or ignore your no. If you say you're not comfortable with something or need space, he might try to talk you out of it, dismiss your feelings, or act upset. Instead of respecting your wishes, he may get angry, sulk, or keep bringing up what he wants until you feel pressured to give in. With him, you could often feel like your voice and comfort don't matter, which isn't safe or fair to you.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding or checking in on how you feel, he may react with hurt, anger, or guilt tripping. This sort of behavior can make you feel pressured and uncomfortable instead of loved and respected.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You may have a hard time trusting him to handle private moments with care. If things go wrong between you, he might use your personal secrets or memories to hurt you or embarrass you during arguments. This kind of behavior can damage your trust and make it hard to feel safe opening up to him again.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and may not stay faithful. His need for excitement and thrill can lead him to chase attention from others, even if he's in a relationship. This could put you in a position where you constantly worry about where he is or who he's talking to.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be over possessive, often acting jealous, controlling, or suspicious without real reason. He may question where you are, who you talk to, or even get upset if you spend time with friends or family. This is not healthy love. It's a warning sign that can lead to bigger problems down the road.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what may seem like a protective nature is often just a cover for being controlling. He might say he's worried about your safety or wants the best for you, but really, he uses these reasons to limit your freedom, question your choices, and keep you under his watch. Healthy love means respecting your independence, not controlling your every move.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will likely expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. He may avoid getting involved in daily routines or step back when responsibilities feel tough. If you ask for help, he might do the bare minimum or find reasons to be busy elsewhere.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper quickly instead of staying calm. He might react by yelling, saying harsh things, or punishing them out of anger rather than guidance. If steady, patient parenting matters to you, his reactions may create a tense and unhappy home.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support you in your role as both a mother and your own person. He often overlooks the effort you put into caring for the family and may not understand or appreciate your personal needs and dreams. You may feel alone in handling everything, rarely getting help, support, or recognition.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might act supportive of your career at first, but later ask you to quit once you have a child. His support is often shallow and doesn't last when life gets more demanding. Deep down, he's not truly in your corner when it matters most.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to be polite on the surface, but not show real warmth towards your parents. He may do what is expected when they visit, greet them, offer a smile, or make small talk, but it rarely goes beyond that. His behavior may come across as distant or even indifferent once the formalities are over. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust to him rather than making an effort to fit in or understand their ways.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's more likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. He may lose his temper, say hurtful things, or pull away instead of trying to solve the problem together. Instead of help and understanding, you might feel like you have even more on your shoulders.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to act modern with you in private, but still expect you to behave like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He may want you to dress, speak, or act differently to please his family or maintain a certain image, even if this is not how he treats you when you're alone together. You might feel pressured to hide parts of yourself or follow rules you don't agree with just to fit in.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. He may not stand up for you or help sort things out, leaving you to handle the stress by yourself. This kind of partner can make you feel alone and unprotected, especially in tough situations.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is very likely to be a mummy's boy, putting his mother's wishes above yours in most situations. When there is a conflict between you and his mother, he will almost always side with her either by outright agreeing with her or by staying silent and letting you handle things on your own. If you want a husband who will put your partnership first, this man is likely to leave you feeling alone and second best.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. When problems come up, instead of working things out with you, he might run to his family for advice, comfort, or support. Over time, you may feel exposed, unsupported, and like outsiders have too much say in your marriage.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy stands at D. Plus. Some of these red flags can really become a big deal. You've got to be very careful here. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out often feels lonely and exhausting. You will likely find yourself carrying most of the responsibilities both at home and emotionally with very little support or understanding from him.